What's up, guys? How you doing today? Welcome back to the channel. It's D's Daily DD. I'm D, and I'm here to make 2022 the best financial year of my life, if not one of the best, right? With all this knowledge we have accumulated in the past, year, especially with the other years that I've been trading, I am very confident going into this year with the moves I'm going to make in the market and whatnot, and especially with AMC, guys. Like, what I want to say is that if you guys didn't sell, right, the short sellers are trying to scare us and they've been trying to push us to sell our shares, right? If we didn't sell in 2021, what makes them think that we're going to sell now, right? I know we're here for the squeeze, guys, and our anniversary is coming up of when they, the 1 year anniversary when they took away the buy button, which I believe is January 28th. So like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I will be buying shares on that day, right? Because that is what initially just pissed me off the most, was when they took that buy button away and took away the opportunity for people to buy into the stock and basically robbed millions of people from money with all the tricks and stuff they did in the background. All right. But also, I just want to mention that I'm not feeling 100%, guys. I'm kind of under the weather, right? I feel like I'm getting better, but I went to get more medicine today, and after this I'm probably just going to crash out. But of course, I'm here to do the video and bring you guys the information, guys. I appreciate the new subscribers, guys. I started with 0, guys. We're at 110 subscribers. I mean, that to me is just awesome and positive, and we're just going to keep moving along, all right? Let's get into this information, all right? Let's see, back here. Okay, let's start off with this right here. I have this screenshot here that I want to point out, right? So it's talking about the box office numbers for the fourth quarter, and they have come in at a staggering $2 billion, right? Or million, let's see, billion, I believe, giving AMC a possibility to be cash flow positive. Box office numbers, okay, have come in at a staggering, giving AMC the possibility to be cash flow positive. Cash flow positive means that you have more money going into your business at any given time than you do coming out. That 2 billion number is just for ticket sales. Just imagine the concessions AMC has sold, as well as other venues and profits they might have earned money out of. Next earnings call will be a great one for AMC, right? And we're looking at this, I believe it's March 8th, okay? So imagine, if AMC turns a profit, guys, like what do the short sellers have left? I really don't get it, man. Like, when they dropped the price, like today, okay, AMC's at 26.54, it was down negative 2.4%. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe that it's going down, but it's basically just the short sellers attacking us, right? And the whole, like, it's funny because pretty much my whole watch list was green, and AMC was one of the very few that I saw that was red. Okay, top 5 stock winners of 2021, guys. AMC was number 1, guys, number 1. Remember the whole year, remember the whole FUD all year long? They're trying to scare us, they're trying to tell us that it's a dead cat, that it's trash and whatnot. And it was literally the number 1 performer. And then you have GameStop right behind it, okay? So I love that. I love that. And then the last one here, what do we got? Okay, just a history on the glitches, guys. I mean, there's some pretty funny, interesting ones here, right? April 15th, a glitch on the New York Stock Exchange website shows AMC's after-hours trading was running to $95. The price was around $9, all right? If you need to pause this, I'm not going to go through all of them, but, the last glitch with Fintel is just freaking hilarious to me. Like, their whole Twitter rant, like 16 tweets or something to try to say that the interest was not at 40% or whatever. They definitely played that wrong, guys. I mean, they should have came out and said, oh, sorry, there was a mistake on our end. This is the real one, blah, blah, blah. But they're kind of acting very defensive, and it's just very, very weird, right? Check out this one. July 19th, a glitch on multiple platforms shows AMC's price of having lost 315, implying the price was approximately 350. Trading price at the time was around 35. August 16th, a glitch on Yahoo shows AMC price at $11,431. Trading price at the time was around $35, right? So that's what we always tell, especially the new investors, the new apes, like, don't believe that the 2648 whatever, because how is it possible that across all of these different, platforms that you have AMC glitches? I mean, come on, guys. If it was just one place, then maybe whatever, right? But literally glitch after glitch after glitch, right? So freaking hilarious. Okay, let's get into the big news of the day here with AMC, guys. AMC's New Year's resolution: refinance high interest debt. All right. It's gonna try to fix its balance sheet. AMC, right? They're gonna do their best, right? To so in my opinion, guys, AMC has a bright 2022 coming their way, right? Because of all this information here. He said that he wants to refinance some of the company's expensive debt to reduce its interest exposure, push out some debt maturities by several years, and loosen covenants. And because of the pandemic and because of all that, AMC took on debt at high interest rates to survive. All right, but with the whole, meme situation and the investors, the apes coming in, give them a lot of cash to work with, okay? And it will have to convince its lenders to agree to push out debt maturities and extend covenant suspensions. There is no guarantee of success, but we will try very hard to get this done. We are always thinking of creative ways to make AMC's future more secure, all right? And that's good for us because if the company was about to go bankrupt or was doing bad, guys, there would be no squeeze, all right? That's the main point I want to, pull out with this. Like, AMC it's better if AMC is doing better as a fundamental company, because that just keeps the squeeze alive as well. And yeah, I like I said before, after watching this for the whole year, like I prefer when AMC starts off negative because most of the time it's going to end up green. So today we started off green and we ended up negative, right? We went all the way up to 27.97 and right now we're at 26.46. The company warned about possible bankruptcy at the end of 2020, but was able to avoid by filing protections by raising nearly $1 billion in debt and equity among risk-hungry investors, right? Let's see. They were able to, get away from bankruptcy and all that. And as of September 30th, AMC has 5.4 billion in corporate borrowings and near record liquidity of more than 1.8 billion, which includes cash and underdrawn revolving credit lines. When the company reported its latest quarterly earnings in November, Mr. Aaron said he didn't anticipate the company needing to borrow those lines of credit for the next 12 months. Right? So for what I'm saying, like 2022 is looking really good for AMC, guys. All right. And I don't have any other news articles. I am expecting a nice move here on the 7th through the 10th, because we have all these FTDs, $21 million, guys. And last time this happened too, we had 14 right around this. We had that 20% day, that was also when the news came out about Spider-Man, freaking blowing the box office out of the water, So 21 million. I'm going to be paying attention to these dates right here for sure. As far as the options and all that, right now we only have 4,200 in the money. But what everybody is, paying attention to is going to be this date right here. This actually went up. It was at 421. Now we're at 485,000, right? That means that people are buying more. People are, I think, more bullish on this. And there is a reason for all of this, right? Okay, so let's go back to the chart, guys. Everything is playing out perfect here. I mean, it literally is right here where I drew this out. So I want to see us start to make our way back up. And I do believe it's about that time, guys. I mean, there is a lot of signs pointing that we're about to start making our way back up, okay? Check this out. And then what you have to remember is that AMC, guys, at the beginning of the year, in January, let's go back to January. Oh yeah, we had the two pushes. So January freaking 11th right here. The price was $2.54 for AMC, guys. It's currently $26.52. That means if you would have bought, at this range and held right here, it was $2 and what date is it? January 7th, $2.70. That means if you would have held through all this BS, right? All these attacks, all these short attacks, you would have still been up a massive amount on your return, right? On your investment. Okay, so always remember that we have not broken the master support line, guys, down here. That's bullish as hell for me. Okay, so I don't have too much else to talk about on the charts, guys. I mean, it's been kind of just trading sideways, but I think it's just what needs to happen. It's just an accumulation here in order to get that launch and get that push that we want to see and get the hell out of this little section, this $27 section that we're in. The EMAs, guys, it did go up. The candle, you can see the wick. It tested that one and got rejected. And that's why we're sitting down here. Of course, once we get through all these, we're going to look bullish. We just need to make our way past these resistance And like I said, we have catalysts coming up. It's funny to me that, you know, as the more bullish news that comes out with AMC, the more the price goes down. I mean, the shorts are just, they must be desperate, guys. Like, but like I said, if you didn't sell your shares before this point, guys, why would you sell them now, right? It's a new year. It's a new tax year, guys. We have a lot to look forward to this coming year with AMC, all right? And yeah, I think that's all I got for AMC, guys. So let's here's the a cleaner chart. You know, I took off the circles here. I'm just waiting for this break of this you know, this head and shoulders pattern. We need to break above this, and we're gonna see some gas for sure. Okay, guys, that's just how charts tend to work, and that's my take on it. All right. Okay, let's move on to Lucid now, guys. Lucid had a really nice green day. This is the daily chart, and we were up 7.57% for the day, right? So sitting at 40.93. Volume was 45 million, and the average is 72. So even though there was not a ton of volume, it was still a really green day. And what I want to point out is this right here. You see the EMAs right here, guys? This is sticking its head above right here, the EMA. And it already passed the other ones too, right? So this is actually a bullish indicator, which is pointing and suggesting, you know, nothing's guaranteed, guys, but it is suggesting that we're going to start to see some upside. And like I said, I see this as a really good support line right here, this 45. So I could see ourselves making our way back up here, okay? Let's see. Let's take a look at the 2-minute just to see where we ended at. But you see, it got above the EMAs, and it was riding them all the way. This is the daily, you know, 2-minute just for today. What happened today? And then we got under it again, and that's why you see the price start to come down a little bit. But it was a very nice day. We're above this supply and demand zone down here. So what I would expect, like I said, is for us to make our way back to the next supply and demand zone, which is in this area. Okay, I can't give you an exact price, but it's just, you know, that's just how charts work. I mean, it's not to the cent or nothing like that, but I'm of course bullish in the long term going forward from here on and forward with Lucid. Okay, so that's all I really got on the chart, guys. I'm not gonna really do anything, change anything here, because I like where we're sitting at. And like I said, this is what I noticed, is that we're above this EMA. So we could start to see, you know, something like this to make our way back up. Perfect. Now let's move on to this article that I found here on Lucid, okay? Green Car reports best car to buy in 2022 is the Lucid Air, all right? And California has raised the bar for the electric vehicles in ways that matter for affordability and EV adoption. That's why the Lucid Air is our Green Car report's best car to buy in 2022. Affordability as part of a car that starts at $170,000 is debut Dream Edition. Guys, yes, and we'll explain why. With an EPA rated 520 miles, the Air sedan manages to beat the Tesla Model S. Yep, we've gone all over this, guys. You know, I cover Lucid pretty much on the daily. So it offers, you know, over 1,000 horsepower, all that. And yes, it's trying to come in and compete with Mercedes and so on and luxury cars, right? But I think they're doing a good job so far, right? It's also charming to drive with a graceful and responsive character that matches the beautiful exterior. Seemingly influenced by aircraft and French design, and offering what might to be the best ever take on long, low, cab-forward style. The bright, welcoming interior feels premium in the sense of a Volvo or DS, and you can sprawl in and out of the seats, front or back, a proof point for how much space you can free up in a clean slate design that frees itself of what Lucid design, you know, Derek has called legacy thinking. The Lucid Air alone easily offered enough game-changing aspects to earn a place as one of the best cars to buy, you know, finalists, which also included the Hyundai Ioniq 5, Mercedes-Benz EQS, Rivian R1T, and the Volkswagen ID4. Here's a picture of the interior. Looks super clean, I think. A big part of our award has always rested on the potential model to spur big change, whether it's by selling a lot of efficient vehicles, by disrupting segment, or by providing game-changing technology moments. All of our previous winners express one or more of those core values extraordinarily well. All right. So it's just gonna go over. I'm gonna put the links in the description, guys, if you want to go check this article out. At the face value, right? It's talking about how it's starting as low as 77,000, but the top end one is about 160K. But remember that the CEO said that, as they move along, guys, they want to bring down the prices, not up. Okay. And the compact power dense motors, proprietary inverter technology, and space efficient battery packs are all ready to scale into much higher volume models, perhaps for other automakers and for its own future energy storage business. Cool. All right, cool. Just breaking down some of the tech there. If cells are the commodity, it's what Lucid does that the commodity that's its ace in the market. Peter Rawlinson, the CEO, who a decade ago was the chief engineer of the Model S, doesn't like the idea of the off-the-shelf components for electric vehicles and believes that Lucid's strengths lie in harmony of it all. The design, packaging, performance, and extraordinary work, prioritizing efficiency in the air. Lucid Air, right? Let's see. So just to wrap this part up, Lucid is essentially betting on a future in which the vehicles that can smartly do the most with the least energy are the winners. And if you can afford a vehicle like the Air, we encourage you to do the same. Given our focus at the Green Car Reports, that's what makes Lucid a winner, guys. Yes, I agree, guys. I freaking love this car. I am bullish as hell on it, right? Like, there's nothing but good things coming, right, for Lucid, I believe. Cool. So that's all I got to touch on Lucid, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to Bitfarms. I believe it's right here. It had a green day. Well, sort of. I mean, let's zoom in a little bit. This is the daily chart. I thought this was a very weird day for Bitfarms. I mean, it was up at 1.3%, 3.59%. So it touched 523, and that ended up at 501 right now, right? It is based on crypto, guys. Remember, it moves with crypto. The volume was pretty low as well, half of the average. So I don't really know where this is, going tomorrow, as I would hope to see. But right now it is under, what I'm going to point out is it is under the EMAs again. So that's bearish, right? We would have to come back and test these and push above. Like, we were able to get above them here. That's why you saw it go all the way up, but then it gave out and it came back down. Okay. It's kind of just maintaining this $5 level, I would say, guys. For the past week, this is where it's been hovering. I want to point out more of like this article too. I know that I'm not spending too much time on the charts today, but I think the information that came out today, as far as like the news, was gonna be a little more helpful than anything, because overall, guys, in January, the market tends to be pretty green, right? It just you get that fresh money coming in, and you have buyers. You usually have more buyers. So I'm just gonna point out some of their key highlights for 2021 as far as Bitfarms, and they mined 3,452 Bitcoin in 2021. So it's a global Bitcoin self-mining company, provides a Bitcoin production operation summary and update for the month. And it ended in 2021, right? Or December 2021. And we began 2021 with an ambitious multi-year growth plan. And in executing this plan, we secured nearly 60,000 new generation miners. What I want to point out with that is that, like, they have been adding miners, guys. Like, the whole, the past year, they basically added a bunch of miners. So this coming year, 2022, they're going to have a lot of mining power, and they're not probably going to be adding as many miners. I mean, they can always add more, but now they have the equipment, guys, right? So now they can actually just start working it and start producing more Bitcoin. And I'll show you, how that went along, but let me finish this up. Grew our operational capacity 53%, increased our hash rate 228%, and expanded our footprint internationally and mined 3,452 Bitcoin, right? He's the founder and the chief executive officer. Coming from his mouth, right, all this. December production was 363 Bitcoin, which was up from 199 Bitcoin that they mined in January, the beginning of the year. That's an increase of over 82%. I mean, you're just seeing these increases, guys. You know, the stock hasn't followed just yet, but it will, guys, right? Like that's what's gonna happen, in my opinion, is that the stock has to follow now. Which significantly outpaced network hash rate growth of 29%. The momentum leads into 2022, a year which we plan to nearly double our operational farms, triple our operating capacity, and quadruple our installed hash rate. We begin 2022 with 298 MW capacity under development and hash rate goals of 3 exahash by March 31st. Ooh, and 8 exahash by December. Yeah, ain't no way I'm selling this, guys. I mean, I have a lot of shares and I'm riding this baby out. I mean, just with all this data right here, this is a good summary right here. I already talked about that. You know, it's just kind of breaking it down in a just more separated way instead of the paragraphs. But this is where I wanted to point this out, guys. I mean, in January they mined 199, and they jumped to 221, 265, into the 300 range, right? Bitcoin is just kind of down right now, whatever. It's in a bull or a bear market. It's been like that for the past like month or something, right? But as soon as this thing starts ripping back and it starts making new highs, guys, watch out, because Bitfarms will come, you know, following with it. Other than that, that's all the article talks about, right? I just really wanted to point out those numbers, guys. That's what makes me bullish and very, you know, confident that this stock price will go up this year. And you got to do what you got to do with your own money. Remember that, okay? Okay, let's move on to Loopring, guys. You know, still one of my favorite cryptos. Unfortunately, it broke this trend line here that I pointed out with this pitchfork. So I don't like that, you know, to be honest. Let's see if I can delete. Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete this because it's out of that range. So I want to say hopefully it's going to be a fake out, guys, right? I mean, I haven't heard the news. I haven't found any new news about the NFT marketplace. That's what I think is going to drive this through the roof, but I haven't seen anything official from, you know, Loopring or GameStop. So I just want to point this out on the chart. The current price is 203. It's down 2.87% for the day. So let's just go look at this real quick. And we're going to look at the volume and all that. Market cap is at 2.7 billion. Volume is super low, guys. 109 million. I mean, we've seen this as high as like 800, a billion before. But what I do like is the typical hold time. It continues to go up, which it continues to say that people are holding their Loopring, guys. It means that they're buying and holding. It means that they're adding to their position, right? It means that people are chilling, just sitting there, waiting to see when this Loopring will pop off, okay? And it already has. I mean, if you bought in the past year, I mean, you had all the way up till October. It wasn't doing much, right? And then what happened? It exploded, guys. I mean, it went from 40 cents to $3, almost $4, $3.92, right? Within October, within like a month's time, guys. I mean, sheesh. It's still up 596% for the year. And for the day, like I said, it's down a little bit. 46% buys, 54% sells. And the last thing we got to talk about here is just should you sell Loopring on Monday? Loopring receives a low risk rating from Investors Observer Analysis. The proprietary scoring system analyzes how much money was required to move the price over the past 24 hours. The metric looks like recent changes in volume and market cap to elevate how much a token can be manipulated by limited trading. Okay. But what they basically said is that, in their opinion, it's a low risk investment. This token is currently low risk because traders focus on risk assessment will find that the gauge most useful for avoiding or adding risky investments. Loopring is 0.28% lower as of the last 24 hours trading, resulting in its current price of 208. The price movement has coincided with the volume being below its average level and the token market capitalization risen. The market capitalization for the token now sits at 2.7 billion, while 126 million worth of crypto has been exchanged over the past 24 hours. All right. So yeah, they're saying basically, you know, from what I'm getting from it, that they're saying it's a good time to buy. It's a good time to get in if you've been thinking about getting in and whatnot, right? So yeah, guys, I will continue to hold Loopring. You know, I also think it has a lot of potential, at least to get to like $10, $15 to start, right? That's where I think this is going. So yeah, guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you for checking in again, and I hope and wish you the best, 2022 as well, guys. Stick with me, guys. I'll teach you my ways. I'll teach you my knowledge and try to give you the best, hand to go into trading and the best knowledge as well. And that's why I try to break everything down, because I'm not just going to tell you what to buy and when to buy and all that, right? Because I think there's more value in me giving you information and knowledge, and so that you can also recognize patterns and things like that, and setups and price action and how news has to do with it and moves the market, right? So yeah, guys, thanks again. I will catch you guys tomorrow. All right, later.